VEGAPUNK is missing. Hello One Piece enthusiasts, I'm the One Piece nerd, and today let's talk about VEGAPUNK. Well, he is missing, and everyone needs him. Literally everyone. Bonnie, Luffy and the crew, Kizaru, the Gorosei, and Miss Buckingham, everyone needs VEGAPUNK to rectify something or to solve some sort of a solution. It feels as though he's the only one with all the answers. And I've been going back and forth to when VEGAPUNK was mentioned before. I came across a very interesting panel when Marineford happened. Bonnie commented on how it's all VEGAPUNK's fault. Well, she could be talking about Kuma, but she could also be talking about the whole thing. Who knows? If VEGAPUNK really is behind everything that is happening in the world of One Piece, it's about to be crazy. But that's too far-fetched. Before we move on, make sure to like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. Now that you have, let's begin. Well, VEGAPUNK is missing. What do I make of it? He is the holder of information. He is the key person who holds key information in the world of One Piece. And for him to be gone at a time like this, it's gonna be chaotic, to be honest. Number one, VEGAPUNK needs to escape. And well, he needs to escape because the world government's after him, and of course it's an assassination plot. That didn't turn out too well, but Kizaru is coming and that doesn't seem to be good. So VEGAPUNK needs to escape out of the island ASAP. So the Straw Hats are all ready. All the other VEGAPUNKs are on board, other than the Stella body. And well, where could he be? Who knows? And then we got other things to talk about. Bonnie needs VEGAPUNK to know about Kuma's backstory, which I presume we will be getting sooner or later. I don't feel like Oda will touch on this and we'll get back to it later because this is the right time and the only time I believe that we will get to know about Kuma's backstory. So this will happen sooner or later, and I might have not read the spoilers for the next chapter, and well, I do know a little bit of something. But anyways, I don't know much. Don't worry about it. But Bonnie needs VEGAPUNK. I think, and Bonnie's also missing, so I think both of them are missing at the same time, so they're probably together somewhere lost. Next person who needs VEGAPUNK is Kizaru, and of course, Jay Garcia, Saturn, whatever his name was. I'm sorry, I'm going to call him Saturn because it's so easy. So Saturn needs him to talk. Well, at first, the CP0 were sent for assassination. Now Kizaru is heading just to make sure the Straw Hats don't get away with VEGAPUNK. And well, Saturn, because he needs to talk with VEGAPUNK. Number one, you set up a plan for assassination of VEGAPUNK, and then when that backfires, you're telling us to believe that you're gonna go and talk with him directly. What? Legitimately, what? Okay, if Kizaru's there, Kizaru can basically assassinate him in an instant. So anything can happen with that one, but it feels very weird. And if by happen chance Saturn and VEGAPUNK do get to meet and they do talk about stuff, it'll be very interesting. Moving on, we need Ms. Buckingham to provide evidence for Weevil being the son of Edward Newgate, and she says she needs VEGAPUNK. Everyone needs VEGAPUNK, and well, yeah, I would like to know how Edward Weevil came into existence. I already made a theory regarding that I'm saying that he is basically genetically modified and somehow was made artificially, quite literally a clone. I'm not talking about the jokes that the community has been making for over the past 2 weeks, but I'm saying that everyone's a clone. But I'm saying that Edward Weevil could be a byproduct of VEGAPUNK's research on cloning. And maybe breeding or whatever. I don't know. But anyways, everyone needs VEGAPUNK, and he's missing. Where is he? And is there something wrong? I feel like, yeah, there definitely is something wrong. With the Frontier Dome being opened by someone inside Agate Island, and the mysterious ally being Stussy, there is no other way anyone else could have opened the Frontier Dome other than any of the VEGAPUNKs. There is definitely a mole. There's definitely a mole among them. And the second thing being Vegapunk being gone at such a crucial time. Now, I'm not saying Vegapunk missing could directly be influenced by that mysterious person, but that whoever that mysterious person is definitely behind a lot of things that's been going on in Egg Island, including the opening of the Frontier Dome, including Vegapunk being missing, and things being delayed all the more often. If Sassy wasn't there, things could have gotten a lot worse. And well, let's talk about this betrayer. And this, what do you call it? Betrayal? Mole? Sus? I don't know. I'm making Among Us reference because that's the best way to put it. The person who could be betraying the Vegapunks, I mean, we've already talked about how Lilith could be a potential suspect, and I'd like to double down on that. She seems to be the only one always so aggressive, trying to move on the action, trying to risk everyone's lives, but then again, it could always be a quirk. It could always be a way in which Voda has set up Lilith to be that kind of a person who is always headstrong, sort of like Luffy, but in Vegapunk's body, or Vegapunk's mind, and that's how she is. Aside from that, I really don't have any other suspects. Like, I haven't analyzed it enough to know who the betrayer is, but there's definitely one more. I like you guys to figure it out. And now, where is Vegapunk, to be honest? Someone mentioned within, I think one of the videos that I've been watching in the community, I think it was Joyboy Theories, I'm not exactly sure. Don't quote me on that. But remember how Vegapunk popped out of some sort of thing, when he met Luffy and Bonnie, when we first got introduced to Vegapunk's Stella body. He popped out of nowhere. He could have been in this imaginative world or whatever, this otherworldly thing that he's created, and I think it lines up in a way where maybe that's where all his thoughts are. Or that basically could be Punk Records. Punk Records could literally be a virtual world where Vegapunk can go to and access information, access memories. And if we're gonna see Kuma's memories without going into that whatever paw thing, and Bonnie being this, so enforced on the fact that she needs to see Vegapunk, she needs to see Kuma's backstory, I feel like Vegapunk could take her to Punk Records, show that virtual world, and we'll actually get to see Vegapunk, or we'll actually get to see Kuma's story. That's the best I have. If that's not the case, then people speculate on how Saturn has this sort of power of manipulating time. Maybe he's very fast, sort of like Shanks. Like how we always talk about Shanks having higher levels of Haki, where he could basically move from place to place very fast. Like somehow manipulate time through Haki. I don't know how that works. But people speculated on how Saturn could have the power of time, and how that could literally be used in order for them to be capturing Vegapunk. But that seems unlikely, because I think what we're seeing in the story as of now is basically on parallel times. The exact same time as Vegapunk is missing is the exact same time when Kizaru and Saturn is talking about how they need to meet Vegapunk. So that's it. Let me know what you guys think. I probably think he's with Bonnie trying to discover Kuma's backstory, because this is the only time to do it. Because things from here on out would get climactic and more stuff will happen. That's it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Have a great day, and peace.